Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with The Sopranos. Last time around was Mojo. I've quite honestly, since I edited that video a few days ago, I've been racking my brain as to what was the point of the name. Like the name, specific, like the title of the episode. Like, there's something I was just like, I'm too stupid to figure out what that was. So, this is where you'll tell me in the comments, and I'll be like, oh, right, I'm an idiot. So, yeah. This point, anyway, John pled guilty. Vito left New Hampshire, went back to Jersey. Carmela isn't getting her house. Janice was Janice, but Tony gave Janice and Bobby Johnny Sack's house. Oh, and Bobby might have lost an eye, so yeah. There's probably more things, but I can't really remember them off the top of my head. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Yeah, honestly, that is genuinely it. So, why don't we just jump right into this episode and get going already? Here we go.
So every time I asked you how's work and you said fine, you were having your own private little joke on me.
Oh God, what happened now? The episode just started.
I found out that our son, the liar, had been fired 3 weeks ago.
From Blockbuster? How the fuck you do that? They got Reese's Monkeys working as managers over there.
It's Blockbuster,
Taking
for
promotional
goodness
items
sake.
and selling them, movie posters, stand-ups.
Can I come home to a peaceful house one goddamn night?
You always
Right?
tell me to think like a businessman. Yet every time I do, there's something wrong. I was making money promoting
Genuine
parties in
business,
high
for
school. That was
goodness
no good.
sake.
If it makes you feel any better, I've been looking for a new job. Every day online. Oh, Jesus, you can't even talk to her.
Are you fucking kidding me? You should be kissing her feet. Because when you were growing up, if it wasn't for her, I would have knocked all your baby teeth out with one shot.
Jesus. That's a hell of a thing to say, but here we are. Well, at least we got that out of the way early. Yeah, Tony's out like a light. This does not bother him that much.
I'm going to California. I don't know for how long.
California, what are you talking about?
Finn took that year off, and it was great when Dad was hurt. He was here for me. But now he's going back to dental school. I want to be with him.
I thought you two were
Okay.
having problems.
I never said that.
Well, never said that to you. I don't know.
What you're really saying is you're following this man to California. Now, he dropped this bomb on us at 1:30 in the morning. Forgive us if we need some time to adjust.
Tony doesn't need
I
any
had to
time.
make
He's going
plane
back to sleep.
reservations.
You'll be back for Christmas at least.
Right, let her go. She was supposed to do that 5 seasons ago.
For the Supreme Commanders, control over the sworn enemy's capital city is the epitome of their power.
Man, having a tiny TV in your kitchen, I never understood that fully. Maybe because our living room was pretty close, but their living room was pretty close.
Remember I told you about that trip to Paris? I won it at the silent auction at the feast. Well, the date is here, and I think I would like to go.
Fuck, everybody's leaving.
Hey.
Oh my God.
Fuck.
Incognito man.
Brother's over there.
He's watching.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I won't back in.
In.
Excuse me?
It was the medication I was on. For my blood pressure. It fucked with my head, but I'm over that now.
Oh yeah, that'll hold up great in
Probably get a
the
letter from my
in the
doctor.
tribunal.
From your doctor saying you don't like to suck cock?
I got contacts in AC. With your support, I could set myself up there. I'd be close, but not too close.
Well, he came in with a plan, but it's
No.
not gonna.
Say what you will about Richie April. But when he found out his son was gay, he did the right thing. He disowned him. I got a...
Wait, this was a. No, wait, this was a different. I don't remember Richie's son. Was that ever a thing? All I remember is Jackie.
You ready?
There's so much going on here. Just the thought of flying, the heightened security.
Yeah. You have to take off your shoes. Are you wearing a belt? You have to take your belt. Well, did I have to take my belt off? I don't remember.
Okay, listen up, kids.
Damn, he really just went back
Francesca.
home.
Look at me. You can't tell anyone, even your friends at school, that Daddy's home for a little while.
Are you gonna have to go back to Afghanistan?
CIA doesn't tell you where to send you next.
Is it
That's it.
dangerous to be?
That was a hell of a lie to tell them.
Not as long as nobody knows who you are. I'm what they call working deep cover.
Yeah, you were under some deep
That's
covers.
why.
You know what I mean?
What about counseling for your problem? Have you talked to Father Mackin?
Marie, I thought I made it clear. I don't have a problem. It's over with.
I mean,
In fact, I'm seriously thinking we should have another kid.
No! Dad! Check it!
why not? I mean, you should at least go to a priest so that it, like, it looks better if you go to the priest, you know?
I didn't want to drag you down into this pit I'm in.
Hey, fuck that. Everybody else is stupid to you, aren't they?
No.
You can throw your weight around down there in fucking Jersey. Everybody kisses your ass.
It's not working like that. Oh, Paris!
Do your bowels just jam up when you fly?
I do get airsick now. I used to, like, when I was a kid, I mean, we didn't fly very much, but when I was a kid, I was fine. Now, as an adult, I cannot fly. I mean, not without heavy medication to help me.
I was wondering if you could float me 20K at 2 points. But maybe now's not a good time for you.
No, I could do that. But I'm gonna have to say 2.5.
Okay. You know I'm good for it.
Would you stop?
Like, everyone's gonna try to get what they can out of Vito, and then... I don't expect him to last long.
Is your stomach still upset?
I put in the fucking memory stick.
Well, even the subtitles have given up on Roe.
I love that sound. French. It's so elegant.
Elegant.
Me and Tony went to Miami. He knows like 6 words in Spanish, but he was right out there with it. He was fucking Ricardo Montalban or something.
Man, Roe is falling the fuck asleep. That's pretty bad.
I told you we should...
Ah, the Eiffel Tower.
Holy shit.
Forget everything. Just look at where you are. For goodness sake, get out of the book. Forget your other glove.
Look at those clouds, Paris sky. Who could have built this?
The French. Many, many years ago.
I can't keep fighting Phil on this. Our businesses are all entwined. You gotta pick your battles. You want your no-show jobs, Vito's gotta go. It's the right move, T.
Yeah.
If Vito wanted to pursue that lifestyle, he should have done so quietly.
He
Wasn't he?
Yeah, he did, didn't he? He should have left and never came back.
It's Vito's own fault. Why couldn't he stay wherever the fuck he was?
Right?
August 20, 1944. This man, Francois Martin, fought in the resistance, and the Germans shot him right here on this spot.
Man, she really does remember French pretty well.
What the fuck?
Why does that table look really flimsy? You know, I'm not super religious, but man, just the architecture, just the history here is great. Oh, meanwhile, oh, is he getting blown? For a second, I thought he was having a panic attack, but then it was like, no, he definitely was getting blown.
Thanks for the ride.
Is there something to be said that she kind of looks like Carmela? Or am I just seeing things? God, now he's got to fucking drive with a post-nut clarity. Maybe that's okay. Oh! Oh! So ominously coming out of... Ironic that you were coming out of the closet. Oh man, if he had just waited one more day, Tony would have... Oh, this is gonna make him look bad. I know I'm purely worried about Tony right now.
Disgrace.
Can we just stay in Paris? Like, let's not go back to New York or New Jersey.
Husband comes home with a duck under his arm. He says, "This is the pig I've been fucking." The wife says, "It's not a pig, it's a duck." He says, "I wasn't talking to you."
Bobby's here. He's got an eye patch.
Vito. He was found beat to death this morning in a motel in Fort Lee. My cop up there told me.
Mink.
Plus, the homicide detectives told him Vito had a pool cue rammed up his ass.
We were too late to just shoot him in the back of the head and be done with it. Now Phil's gonna be pissed. Forever.
So you heard the news. That must have been Phil, right?
Jimmy Olsen over here.
I know he's out of line, but still, you kind of have to admire the guy. Is that all talk with him? I'm just saying. You saved us all a lot of trouble, right?
You sure you are, kid.
Can't have been an easy decision killing a made guy. Huh? Naturally, Phil won't brag about it, because he can't. Phil was in a tough situation. His family honor was stained. I got the Vito first, net result would have been the same. Fucking A.
Okay. Let's try to ration this out. But Phil may still take it out on you for not dealing with it fast enough.
I wish I'd have borrowed money from Vito.
Yeah, this fucking guy. He got that money.
How's it going?
Well, actually, it's cold, raining.
When it drizzles, huh?
You're worse than Roe. I'm going out of my mind with these pop references. I am seeing some incredible things, Tony. Talk about the History Channel. You would love it here.
How's the toast?
The what?
The
French toast.
Actually, they call it something else.
How's the French fries?
Pomme allumette.
Fuck it.
You heard from Meadow?
Well, more than I thought. You realize this kid knows how to do absolutely nothing? She was asking if she needed to get the car serviced regularly because there's no snow out there.
How's Prince Albert?
In a can! Why don't you get that? It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Put a shirt on, kid.
He's
Heads.
in Belleville. They got a Belleville in France.
You're not really going to go out with him, are you? I mean, he's like 26 years old.
Duh.
You know, Ro might actually stay in Paris. What does she have left back home?
1350 A.D.
Woof. Long ass time
I realize
ago.
some woman just like us wore this. She was probably married, had children.
700 years ago.
Gallo-Roman baths. 3rd century. Wonder what they got up to there, huh?
That's 1700 years ago.
You think about all the people who've lived here generation after generation, hundreds and hundreds of years, all those lives.
Thousands even.
Yeah, it's so sad.
Is it?
I mean,
I think it's
sad.
dope.
I don't know. It makes you think. It makes you look at yourself differently.
Well, makes you realize you're pretty small.
He didn't even look like a person anymore.
Can't let your mind dwell on.
Turn that off.
It was just an ad. I wasn't watching. Oh. Yeah. How are you? Maybe we should go for that.
So?
How about the fact that I hate my son? Like, come home, he's sitting on the
could
computer
talk
in his
about that.
fucking underwear. Wasting his time in some chit-chat room, going back and forth with some other fucking jerk-off. Giggling like a little schoolgirl. Wanna fucking smash his fucking face in.
Okay. I
My
can work
son.
with that.
What do you think about that?
Anthony, I think your anger towards AJ has been building for some time.
No shit. 6
You have to
seasons,
deal with
actually.
this.
Let me tell you, if Carmelo let me kick AJ's ass like my father kicked my ass, he might have gone up with some balls.
Like you.
Yeah, like me.
He might have also grown up, taking out his anger at his father's brutality towards him on others.
Could have also just been
He
a
might
fucking
have grown
shut-in
up with
forever.
a desperate need to dominate and control. But I have to point out, what you resent Carmela doing for AJ, protecting him from his father, is the very thing you had often wished your mother had done for you.
Oh, yeah.
Ouf, marron.
Pour madame, filet d'agneau enrobé de pomodoro séché, topinambour en fine purée, ainsi que l'autre aux graines de moutarde et rasé la noute. Pour vous, madame, canard croisé cuit sur son coffre, jus de miel, de citronnier et fenouil. Bonne continuation.
Très bien, merci, merci. I don't know what the fuck he just said, but...
Hey, sorry to hear about your boy. That pool cue. I wonder if it was chalked.
Very funny, Don. Very cute.
Shut up, Dom.
I get it, but you up on all this shit, huh, Don?
Come to think of it, he was from Jersey, too.
Would they find up your mother's... Time to hit the trail from a touching, huh? What do you say?
My mistake. Carlos' lipstick was on Vito's car.
Oh.
Hell! Take this prick! No, you got
Oh! Jeez, he's still going after 2 stabs. Oh no! They're gonna hit. They're gonna hit right into the table. Oh!
Fuck!
Yeah, I mean, beating him up is one thing. Stabbing him was another.
Tom, you don't want to come in here. Get back in your car and go for a ride. What?
Oh. Who's ready for more yelling?
What's the hardest thing about skateboarding?
I give up. What's the hardest thing about skateboarding?
Oh, this will go well.
Telling your parents you're gay. Signore.
Oh, they're playing on the Xbox, I think.
You were going out for dinner. You're gonna be working construction.
What?
Burying cement in a wheelbarrow.
So it's outdoors?
Yeah.
Well, it's wintertime.
You got a lot of those
Well,
hooded sweatshirts.
You'll stay warm by all that working.
That you watch on MTV.
What the hell are you doing?
He's got...
I got a little drafty driving down here tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll have this fucking thing towed out of here and ground up in a fucking Brillo patch.
He has to expend his energy somewhere, and he doesn't want to take it out on you. Oh.
Look, I found Cosette.
Oh.
Your friend? Someone needs to tell her she's dead.
Ah. Okay.
Hey, I knew this guy.
What?
He was in the mob? I shot him for the Thin Club.
Oh, yeah. The beginning of the season. He'll certainly be thin now, as the rest of his body falls away. Oh, boy. You know, okay, I think my biggest problem, and this is not really a problem with the show per se, as it is me as a viewer, but it's just like, that show's so fucking depressing sometimes. And by sometimes, I mean most of the time. I think that's... that I'm gonna say that is a me problem. That is... It's like, I will fully admit that I don't get a lot of this, you know. Any problems that I have with the show are problems that are me, you know? Like, it's so goddamn depressing, man. For that reason, just as a little context, I'm actually recording this first thing in the morning as opposed to the last thing of the day. And I literally just did that because I was like, I don't want to end my day on The Sopranos anymore, you know? So, once I'm done with this, I'm going to watch, you know, Black Clover, 100 Girlfriends, Dr. Stone, and I'm going to have a rip-roaring good time. But I really did just feel like I need to... I know it sounds terrible, but I need to get through this so that I can... so that it's done. That's the end of Vito. And all this has really done is just exacerbate the feud between Tony and Phil, you know? Boy, we wish Johnny Sack was out now. You know, I really only just thought of this. What a funny thing that, like, there was so much... It was like all of Season 5, wasn't it? So much of Season 5 was kind of feuding with Johnny Sack, and, the whole thing, the conflict between John and Little Carmine, and all of that, who's gonna succeed Carmine Sr., who's gonna be the new boss, and all of that. And then once John became, king of New York, then he's the king, he was on top of the world, and, little Tony didn't matter anymore. And that was such a big part of Season 5, to have all of that just get essentially taken away. And it's just like, yeah, no, all that's pretty much gone now. All that's pretty much gone now just because, because the feds got him, and now he's gone. And even though he still remains boss in name, he remains boss in name only. Phil is the one who's calling the shots now, and he has to establish his reign. So, and it all gets washed away, eh? I mean, it's... I guess we could talk about that, the insignificance of life. This is exactly what I need on a Monday morning. Well, sure, why not? Let's talk about that. I mean, Chris said something about that a while ago, didn't he? Yeah, it was, Tony and Chris talked about that, just, briefly, when they were, looking at the dinosaur book, Because Tony was like, yeah, if you took the entirety of time and made it the Empire State Building, the human impact on all of creation is just a little postage note at the very tip top of the Empire State Building. That's how insignificant humanity is, and that was what Chris said was, I don't feel insignificant, and it's like, well, that's good. That's good. You are, and that's okay. It's okay to be insignificant, There was I think I referenced this in that episode too. It's like where there was a show that I was watching where, there was this whole thing. I don't want to go off on what the whole plot was, but basically someone was trying to do important things, trying to do these big important things, and the main character basically just kind of had to say, it's like, it's okay, you don't have to do all these important things, you can just go live a life, And while I was watching that, I just kind of thought, look, just look at the moon, if you think that the entire world, all of time, has been leading to the struggles you are having right now in your life, it really hasn't. It really hasn't, Because here's the thing. Your struggles, they happen. They are important to you, and no one can take that away from you. However, it will end. Your struggles will end one way or another. And as Carmela said, they all get washed away. I mean, and what a great way of looking at it, from the view of Paris, You see some of these buildings that were built, in the 1300s. That was 700 years ago, which is more than double the amount of time that the United States has been a country. Probably almost, I would say probably almost triple the amount of time, 700 years ago. And then they see, the Roman baths. That was 1,700 years ago, That's the thing. It's like these... And it's just you see all of that, how many people have lived in Paris, hell, I want to see when was Paris itself, founded. Because I'm I'm actually I'm rewatching Vinland Saga right now, which is all about the Vikings and stuff, and all of that takes place 1,000 years ago, but it is still taking place in England in, Londinium, which is London, and it's just like, yeah, these things are old, That was a long-ass time ago. The Parisi people inhabited the Paris area from around the middle of the 3rd century BC. That's 2,300 years ago. 2,300 years ago is when Paris, the area of Paris, was really starting to be settled, And there's probably even more history before that, honestly, It's just that seems, at least from just briefly glancing at it, that seems to be the moment, the point where it really starts to become this settlement that would eventually grow into the Paris that we see today. 2,300 years later, And everything just gets washed away. How many people have lived in Paris in these past 2,300 years? So, I mean, that's the thing. All we are is dust in the wind, dude. Dust, wind, dude. There is a part of me that almost takes comfort in my insignificance, Kind of. Man, what a fucking time to watch this episode. What a time to watch this episode, because oh my god, are we really going this way? But sure, why not? We haven't had a good fucking Sopranos discussion in a while, so why not? I will be honest, that last night, as I was trying to go to sleep, I was hit with a little bout of depression. I'm nothing diagnosed or anything, but I mean, it didn't feel good. It didn't fucking feel good. And today I've kind of been, not really fighting it, but I've just tried to get out of that headspace, which is actually why I wanted to watch this first, because I knew if I watched this last, I wouldn't feel great, So I wanted to watch this first, get all the sad stuff out of the way, and then watch, my fun anime and stuff. So, but yeah, honestly, I was kind of hit with a little bout of that last night as I was trying to sleep. I was just like, what the fuck am I doing with my life, It's like, in the morning, I'm just gonna get on camera and I'm gonna talk about some shows for a couple people to watch, And I was kind of sitting there like, what the fuck am I doing, But at the same time, I was also like, okay, yes, but I do like doing that, I do like getting on this camera and watching these shows and talking to you guys, hey, I'll be the first to admit, there's not a lot of you guys, and that's okay, I don't need to be as big as fucking PewDiePie or something. I feel like that dates how long I've been on YouTube. I measure that by PewDiePie. It's just like, to me, PewDiePie is still the biggest YouTuber, not fucking Mr. Beast or whatever fucking garbage is out right now. So, I don't know. I'm not even a big PewDiePie fan. I watched one Let's Play of his back in the day and that was it. So yeah, but it's just like, but I kind of had a bout of that, but, and I was thinking, there was one brief moment where I thought back to my high school buddies, and I was like, man, what the fuck are they doing with their lives, Granted, it could be shit for them too, the world we live in. It's just it could entirely be shit, but who knows? I don't know. Maybe they've carved a life for themselves. I've carved something. I'll probably have to carve something else at some point, but I don't know. So I kind of had to force myself to get over that, and then I took some ZQL and passed out. So yeah, it's just but there is a part of me that does actually find comfort in the insignificance of life, because it's sort of a thing of it's basically a thing of telling me you don't matter, you don't matter, and what you do in this world will not impact anything for very long. And there is a part of me that just kind of sits here and is like, oh, good. Good, then I don't gotta try too hard, I don't know. You know what? It actually reminds me of. It's because I see these as memes every so often. Sopranos memes are fucking hilarious, by the way. That is one of my favorite things. But every so often I see a Sopranos meme, and there was just one that was just. It was the clip of Chris, I think, and it was like, it was Chris and Paulie, and it was like, oh well, did you ever think that nothing good was ever going to happen to you? And Paulie's just like, yeah, nothing ever did. So what's the problem? It's just like this fuck it, you know. It's like, I don't know. And honestly, one of the things, like last night when I was going to sleep and I was trying to not be fucking depressed and I was just trying to go to sleep and I was like, okay, you know, the thing that kind of helped me a lot was, okay, tomorrow, you know, I gotta get back to work. I gotta record all the shows and then I gotta edit them, which also part of that was just because I did not rest over the weekend like I should have. So that, I think that's part of it, is just like, I need a fucking break at some point. Well, we are going to take a break in the middle of November for that. Well, technically it'll be at the beginning of December for you guys, but I'm going to take a break over Thanksgiving, so I'm looking forward to that. But the main thing that I thought about last night while I was trying to go to sleep and trying not to just get into this depressed slump was, you know what? Tomorrow, I'm going to read. That's it. That's literally it. I was just like, I'm going to read. I'm going to read. Right now, I am reading. Go grab it. It's right over here. Ooh. I'm currently reading The Apothecary Diaries. I watched the anime and both seasons so far, and I've really, really enjoyed it. So I went and grabbed the light novel, and I've really been enjoying this, and genuinely, this cheered me up last night. I didn't even read it. I was just thinking about reading more of The Apothecary Diaries, and I was like, yeah, that was fun. Or, you know, I'm reading some manga right now. I'm reading Dan. I'm reading One Piece and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to read. And maybe that's because in my mind, maybe that's because reading is sort of relaxing for me, which, I mean, that's, a lot of people do that. Maybe I need to start reading before bed. That would probably help me a lot. But yeah, it's just like reading is sort of a relaxing time for me. So maybe that actually helped me last night, you know, getting over this depressing slump. I was just like, I'm going to read tomorrow after I do all my work. So, but yeah, all this, it's insignificant, and that's okay, you know? That doesn't mean that, you know, you just sort of give up on everything. Just be like, wow, nothing's important, nothing's, you know, significant, so it's just whatever. But it's just like, no, it just means you sort of carve out your own little world, you know? It's like, the world will go on without you. Paris will go on without you, you know? Everything will go on without you. But while you're here, do something fun. Do something nice for yourself, you know? Go to Paris, you know? It's like, all these things are still here for your enjoyment, you know? Even if it's a thing of like, wow, you're so insignificant and everything will continue on even without you here. And it's like, yeah, but that doesn't mean you can't have fun while that happens, you know? So, you know, that's just the thing. Go have some fun. Read a book, you know? Read a book. Go to Paris. I don't know. Something. Anything. Do something. I don't know. Play a video game. Go buy an old PlayStation and play a PlayStation game. I don't know. They were on an Xbox, by the way. They were on, I'm pretty sure with that controller they had, they were on the original Xbox. Because of the current year, you know, this is the mid-2000s now, so I would think that was the original Xbox because it was darker. For a second I was like, okay, that's not a PS2 controller, but I don't think it's like, it's because it was a black controller. I was like, well, that's not a Dreamcast controller, clearly, so I'm pretty sure that was the original Xbox. So this is the third video game console that AJ has had in the course of this show. He started off with the N64, then he got the PlayStation, now he has an Xbox. He has been jumping companies as they have been appearing, you know? And well, the original Xbox, you know, that's pretty solid. I don't own an original Xbox, but you know, that is a solid console. The Xbox and the Xbox 360, and then literally nothing after that. So, Xbox is a whole other conversation, you know? And Vito. Vito, look, we gotta talk about Vito. I mean, it really is a thing of, like, it's not even... It's kind of what Tony said. It's like, it's not even about Vito, which is terrible. You know, Vito, who was beaten beyond recognition, and, you know, they shoved a pool cue up his ass, you know? And it's just like, it's like the things that they did to him are so horrific, you know? But, if anything, this is just... Honestly, that's just sending a message to Tony that Phil is going to be pissed for now and forevermore, you know? Because if Tony, if he hadn't gotten to Vito, Tony would have taken care of him. Unfortunate for Vito, obviously. Vito basically loses in every scenario, but you have to imagine that it would have just been like a shot to the back of the head or something, you know? Like, they wouldn't have disfigured him beyond recognition. Oh, my nose is getting stuffed up. Oh, well. But yeah, it's just, it's so terrible, you know? It's so terrible, but... I mean, that was going to happen with Vito coming back. You know, there was pretty much no way around that with Vito coming back, so... It's terrible. Now, unfortunately, Vito gets washed away. Vito is not important anymore. What is important is the feud that will now continue between Phil and Tony, you know? And then there's AJ. I mean, oh God, I don't know, man. I don't know how much more I can say about AJ, because it's the whole thing of, yeah, well, he doesn't live up to Tony's expectations of him. But, man, I don't know. I mean, hey, he does need to straighten his life out, and putting him in construction, that could help. You know? Giving him that job, that could help. But as for everything else of, he's not living up to my expectation of what a man should be and stuff, it's like, man, I don't know. Send him to Paris or something. I don't know. The only thing is, we have to think about, you know, if we send him to Paris, is he just going to go to Paris clubs, you know? Granted, if you send him with no money, then you send him with no money, but it's just like, just put him somewhere else, literally, you know? And hey, good on Meadow. She's finally going to California. Good. Just go, you know? So I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what to do with AJ. Just, I don't know. But Tony is about to reach his breaking point with all this, so yeah. So there. Was that a little bit of a better discussion? I don't know. Of course, I hope I don't have to get depressed every time I want to have a good Sopranos discussion. Good Lord. No, that's just how, you know, it just happened to be. It just happened to be. I'm fine now, by the way. If you couldn't tell. I'm okay now. I just, you know, that happens. It can happen to anyone. It happens to Tony. It happens to Tony. It's just, I just need to start reading before bed, clearly. Because that may honestly just, like, calm my mind a little bit. So, yeah. I guess that's that. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Sopranos reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.